Hello, this is Hiroshi Hayashi, Hamama City, Japan. Why Daisenryo Mound, Osaka, Japan? And I say, what is Serpent Mound and what is Nazca for humans? Here's my answer. First, I would like to show you 3 lines from Daisenryo Mound, which is the largest tomb mound, we say, in the world. And this is Daisenryo Mound, Osaka, Japan. And this line will take you to Cross Point, China. And this line down to Mount Ruapef, New Zealand. And upper right, is the line will take you to Serpent Mound, USA. The angles between them is just like these. So I say 120.0 degrees to each. That means sharply divided into 3. Now I will show you the story of Daisenryo Mound. Back again to Daisenryo Mound, and I say, what is Daisenryo for? You will know the answer. Okay. This is Daisenryo Mound, and of course this was created by aliens. Here I can show you the proof and evidence. Line theory. Sort of Hiroshi Hayashi's line theory. And this is Daisenryo Mound. I connect the line between Daisenryo Mound and Mountain Ruapef in New Zealand. And this line shows that. And the line between Angkor Wat to Easter Island. Blue line is this. And on the way, you can see Kinabalu, which is a very important sort of major footfall for aliens. The angle 120.00 degrees, draw a line up to light, and this line would go to Serpent Mound sharp. This line, sort of right upward, shows a line to Serpent Mound from the cross point South Pacific Ocean. Have a look this line, please. And here you can see Blythe Intaglios and Cahokia Mound and Serpent Mound, and up to Washington D.C. But the point is, I'm sorry. Anyways, from Serpent Mound to Daisenryo Mound. This white line shows the line from Serpent Mound to Daisenryo Mound. And thus Daisenryo Mound comes up here. Sorry, this line comes up here to Daisenryo Mound. Please have a look at this line carefully. Right? And this line would go to Daisenryo Mound via Hiezan, one of the most sacred, holiest mountain in around here. And this line comes from Serpent Mound. So the Daisenryo Mound shows the direction to Serpent Mound, sharp, because this white line comes from Serpent Mound. Right? And now back again to the three lines. Serpent Mound, Cross Point, China, with major footfall for Japan and Asia, and including Korea and China. And the angles between them is 120.0 degrees. Now Nazca theory. I will prove this fact with Nazca theory. This line come from Nazca come from Daisenryo. You can find a very sharp line in in Nazca. And this line comes from Cahokia Mound, USA. And this line comes from Serpent Mound, USA too, also. And also, it's very interesting to know that there's a line you can find that line lands here from Washington D.C. These 4 lines gather here on one platform. Daisenryo, Cahokia Mound, Serpent Mound, and Washington D.C. And the intervals between these 4 points are very equal. And the line from Serpent Mound shows a sort of landmark here, Serpent Mound, all right, and Snake Mound. Here you can see sort of a landmark, which is the snake, right? So this line will take you to Serpent Mound. And these 4 lines gather here, as I told you, here together. And they got very sharply, nearly the same intervals. Okay, and from this is Daisenryo Mound, and this line comes from a Serpent Mound, as I told you. And then you ask me, why Serpent Mound? And this line comes from Lower Perth, New Zealand, which is a very important major foot for aliens, and the angle between them again 120 or 0.0 degrees. And from here to west to at the angle of 270 or 0 degrees, you come to cross point China. Sorry for my poor English. And this is the Serpent Mound, and you may ask me why Serpent Mound is here. This is a sort of landmark which shows the direction to each major foothold of the world. Why is it here, and what for is it here? Here's my answer. Okay. Here's my answer about the Serpent Mound, USA. Serpent Mound is also sort of a landmark which shows the direction to each major footfalls of the world. I show you how it shows the directions. This is a Serpent Mound. Okay, this is a sort of a map of the world anyway. And can you see the scoring point on the right down? This is a sort of a datum point, sort of works in the datum point. So you can tell me, you can say that where it goes. So they drew serpent connecting each point like this, and it shows a snake anyway. And Serpent Mound, USA, Nazca. Okay, from Nazca, I draw a line to Serpent Mound. You can find this sort of a line here, like this, and the points are like this. And from Teotihuacan, I draw a line from Teotihuacan to Serpent Mound. Okay, at the round corner of the snake is the point that shows the direction to Teotihuacan. From North Pole, I draw a line from North Pole, and this point, have a look. At this point, eye of the snake and a serpent, and North Pole point here. And from Giza, Egypt, I draw a line toward Serpent Mound. Here you can find also 2 points. One is on the scoring point, and another one is the corner of the sort of a round corner of the snake. And Mohenjo-daro, from Mohenjo-daro, you can find also same the line on the same concept. And you can, okay, 2 points here, right? But the middle one is more correct. And Magao-Dumfan, I draw a line from Magao-Dumfan, and you can see the line here, right, from the scoring point of the serpent, and here. And Karakoram is a sort of kingdom of snake. I draw a line to Serpent Mound. Now you can find this line here, right? That means these points shows the direction to each point. And Easter Island, from Easter Island, I draw a line toward Serpent Mound. And you can find also between the scoring point of the snake and the point up here. That means, okay, so each point shows the direction to each major footfalls of the world. Now this is the map of the Serpent Mound. This is, of course, these facts are found by me. Indian Head Rock. From Indian Head Rock, you can find another. So can you see an egg in the mouth of the serpent? That's another sort of data point for this map. Perhaps here, Cambodia. It's a major footfall in Southeast Asia, and in the same way you can find 2 points that shows the direction to Serpent Mound. And from Daisenryo, of course, you can find the same sort of line from Daisenryo, and so from Serpent Mound you can find. Okay, of course you can find it, but this time egg between the mouth shows the direction, and Cahokia Mound. This is very hard to say that because Serpent Mound, Cahokia Mound, Blythe Intaglios is just on the straight one line, and this is okay. Of course, you can find the line from Cahokia Mound here, right, like this way. So I say Serpent Mound in USA shows a direction to each point. That means this is a land sort of land sign. How do you say that? Which shows a direction to each major football forward. Signboard, or how do you say it in English? I'm sorry. So a camouflage data point I said means okay, now aliens could know the direction to each point from Serpent Mound. And on the same concept, this is a Blythe Intaglios. As this Blythe Intaglios has got also a point like this, and each point shows the direction to two out of these points shows each to each major foot. This line comes from Teotihuacan. So his right hand shows the direction to Teotihuacan, Mesa Verde. It's a very important nearby ruins. And North Pole, this line would take you to North Pole. And this line would take you to Mohenjo-Daro. And this line would go to Magao Dunfern. So this is the same. This gives each plan. And I say this Blythe integral source also is a sort of a road sign to each major footfalls of the world, as you see, just like as Serpent Mound in USA. Also, another road sign is in Peru. We call it Great Candlesticks. Also, great candlesticks are also drawn in the same concept. On the same concept, sorry. Yes, again, say about an Serpent Mound. It's very important because no one has never ever knows this fact. Why it is here and who created it, and but the story itself quite simple. My story is very simple, I say. Okay, if you see this point, you can't tell us which point shows the direction to each point. But if you draw sort of a line and connect it with the line, just like this, with a line of serpent. Okay, and two of these each two of these points shows the direction to each point. Nazca line. This shows the line to Nazca line. And this line will take you to Teotihuacan, Mexico now. This line will take you to Giza, Egypt. This line will take you to Magao line now in China. Dunfan, yes. And Mohenjo-Daro line is here. So now I hope you understand me that these each two point of these points shows the direction to each point. That means this is a road sign for ancient pilot. And this is another example about Blythe Intaglios. I'm sorry to repeat the same story, but this is very important because this all these facts have found by me first in the world. Again, Teotihuacan, this line will, so draw a line from Teotihuacan to Blythe Intaglios, then you will know what I'm telling you is correct and true, right? This is very simple. And North Pole is here. This is the line from North Pole, and this is the line from Mohenjo-Daro. So alien knew, or now know, the direction to each point from this map. Giza, Egypt. Cross point South Africa is a point I found. It's a very important major foothold for aliens and cross point South Africa. One more example is here, very simple one. This one is a very simple one. Great Candlestick in Peru near Parcas. This line comes from Cusco line. This line comes from Puma Punk line, and this line will come from Nazca line. So I have at this moment found three sort of very important road signs in the world drawn by aliens. I say aliens, not because humans could not do this. That's why. Very simple. It's a sort of a alternative. How do you say that? Anyway, sorry for my poor English, and please understand. Thank you very much for watching, and please come to my website for further information. Thank you very much for watching. Hiroshi Hayashi, Hamama City, Japan.